What's going on, guys? They're again here back with another the Breakers video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about more leaks. So yeah, it seems like as the anniversary is nearing and as the season is slowly but surely wrapping up, we are getting more leaks. And today we're not exactly going to be talking about the Raider for season 4 per se, but just either the transfers for season 4 or just future transfers / characters in general. So we're going to go ahead and look into Discord again and take a look at these leaks. So shortly after I recorded the last video, if you guys don't remember what we were talking about in the last video, we were basically talking about the map that was discovered and how that leads into potential Androids Raider or Goku Black Raider. But here we have solid and conclusive evidence of Goku Black being in the game, which is a transfer animation for Divine Lasso. This pose is specifically for the Divine Lasso that Goku Black does in this GIF here. You'll see the pose. There it is. It was there just then. Take my word for it. When he posed like that, that's the pose, and that's what we see here. So you can see this is more than likely for a transfer. So, I mean, if you're going to ask me, is Goku Black just going to be a playable transfer and not a Raider? I think that'd be really silly. So I think, I don't know if we're going to get him as a Raider first or as a transfer first, but I feel pretty confident in saying we are going to get both down the line. I just don't know when we are getting them, but the fact that this transfer animation for Divine Lasso is in the game and I guess relatively complete is definitely, pretty cool, and makes me optimistic for the future. Also, actually, this is up here. So there was a sneaking animation found. So basically this is like when you're crouching. I don't know if this involves a certain passive skill while you're crouching, not making any noise or something like that, or making you being able to move around faster. But it looks like a different animation. It's called Silent Move. So this is pretty interesting. I mean, this isn't tied to a specific character like Goku Black, but in terms of utility, this could be pretty cool for moving around the map more quietly, right? So there are more animations below the DA. After more thoughts, some skill will actually be a passive evidence when you crouch. Okay. And next up here we have an animation. Actually, we have an actual playable animation this time, not just a screenshot. So the speculation for this move is Spirit Blaster / Stardust Fall, which is the move that Super Gogeta or Super Saiyan Gogeta used in the Broly movie, where he shot millions and thousands of Ki Blast at Broly at once. It was kind of crazy. So the pose isn't exactly the same here, but the hand placement is kind of similar, and I'm not really too sure what else this could be. If you guys have any speculations or theories, please let me know in the comments below, because I have no idea what else this could be. I feel like in terms of it being Super Gogeta's move, I feel like it's likely. I mean, to say it's downright confirmed would be, a little misleading, just because who knows what this animation belongs to. But to say that there isn't any resemblance to this move, I feel like would be a little unfair. So it is very possible. Again, we don't know when the characters that belong to these transformations are coming to the game, but the fact that they are in the game ready to go, and they were found relatively close to the release of season 4, means that if we aren't getting them in season 4, we're going to be getting them very soon. So so in terms of what's been leaked, this animation, I think the other one's a little more iffy, a little more cloudy, but I'm pretty sure, come on, this looks like beat for beat. Can I pause this? I don't think I can. But that looks like beat for beat that pose, dude. You can't tell me otherwise. What else could this be? What else could this be, right? And again, this is classified as a transfer animation. Just want to keep that in mind. This is a transfer animation, not a Raider animation. If this was a Raider animation, this would be an entirely different video. But I know some people were disappointed by the fact that Goku Black may or may not be the next Raider, but his inclusion in Dragon Ball The Breakers is still very real. Still very, very real. So let's see if there's anything else to talk about here. Okay. Do note that this doesn't confirm that we're getting certain transfers for. Again, yes. Of course, whenever I'm discussing leagues, data mines, all that stuff, all this stuff is obviously a work in progress, or it might not even be coming to the game, but it's in the game's files, so it means that we may be getting it soon, maybe not, and we might not be getting it for next season. So it's just Keep in mind, this stuff is planned for the game because it was in the files, meaning that it was planned at one point. It's just whether or not it's going to be used and when we would actually get to utilize it, right? So we got another message here from Demon Boy. Again, huge shouts to Demon Boy and Shuri for sending me other things that Demon Boy's been working on. Demon Boy says here, finally went through the animations for all transfer skills, and here's what I found that hasn't been added yet. So these are transfer skills that have yet been added to the game. For some reason, the devs gave some of this weird names. So I put a note about above those skills, or about those skills to the right of the name. So here we have Angry Explosion. That's in the game via Boo as a raider. Blaster Shell is actually Blaster Ball, Kefla's version of Blaster Shell. Okay, I was thinking Broly for a second. So this is referring to Kefla. Interesting. Am I stupid? Does it Blaster Shell? Or is that like, maybe I'm thinking of another shell move that's related to Broly, but that's interesting. Kefla is really sick. Divine Lasso, I mean, that's what we were just looking at, the animation, which is codenamed Divine Wrath. We have God of Destruction Anger, which is actually God of Destruction Wrath. Okay, so I don't know if I said this twice. Yeah, so God of Destruction Anger is God of Destruction Wrath. I think that's the move where Beerus like yells and like a bunch of ki blasts spread from him. I believe. Here we have God Punisher, which is Instant Severance, sounding like another Goku Black / Zamasu ability. Here we have Heat Dome Attack, which is actually Hawk Charge. I believe I saw somebody saying that Hawk Charge belongs to adult Gohan, like potential unleashed Gohan, I believe. Again, in the comments below, I'm not like saying I'm 100% like on all these. So if you know where these moves belong to, please clarify in the comments below, because I'm not like a Dragon Ball aficionado when it comes to all the move names. We have Pearl Flash, no idea what that belongs to. Power Impact, which is actually Power Rush, can be modified Spirit Blaster or Stardust Fall. Oh, Spirit of Saiyans. This is what this one is in relation to. Can be modified Spirit Blaster or Stardust Fall. Hard to tell, as nothing exactly exists in Xenoverse. So, guys, keep in mind that Breakers isn't just taking all the moves from Xenoverse and pulling it in the Breakers. If you guys don't know, there's a move. Let me just pause and show you guys for proof. So this move that I have right above my head here is Motionless Kamehameha. To my understanding, now, of course, correct me if I'm wrong, because, you know, I'm fairly familiar with Xenoverse 2 and Xenoverse 1, but I'm not like an aficionado. This move is not in either of those games. So we are getting original super attacks in Breakers. So even if these moves aren't found in Xenoverse 1 and 2, they have shown and proven to us that they have made original super attacks for the Breakers here, right? So the fact that, what is the move that we were talking about? Yeah, the fact that this move in particular, Spirit of Saiyans, Spirit Blaster, Stardust Fall, isn't in Xenoverse, according to Demon Boy, that doesn't necessarily like knock it off and mean that we're not getting it in Breakers, right? Because we have Instant Kamehameha. So here we have Super Ghost Kamikaze Attack. I mean, that's pretty obvious what that would be. It's actually Ghost Kamikaze Attack. Only one. Oh, okay. So this is the only, the one Ghost move, not like shooting all 5. Here we have Time Skip Molotov. It's actually Time Skip / Jump Spike. And then Overture of Destruction, no animation file, but still definitions exist. So very interesting. So these are moves again. Finally went through the animations for all transitions. This is what I found. Hasn't been added yet. So this stuff seems to be more likely to come. We've had leaks from a long time ago when the game originally dropped. I'm going to try to pull those up for you guys as well. Yeah, so these were leaked a long time ago. And these are like folders of every single move that was sitting in the game at launch. So you could take a sec. I've definitely referenced this a couple times. You've watched some of my content here. A lot of these that we actually have, the Kamehameha, Milky Cannon, Perfect Kamehameha, Rocket Punch we have. Spirit Ball we don't have. Super Destructo Disc we don't have. Super Kamehameha we have. Tower Lancer we do not have. Kaioken Kamehameha we don't have. I remember seeing Black Kamehameha we don't have either. All Clear we technically have via Cell. So there's a lot of moves in here as well that we still don't have in the game. I mean, you could go ahead and like take a list and like start crossing them off and like determine which ones we do and do not have. But it's very exciting to know that there is still more to come to Breakers. There's still more planned. And I mean, if you were unsure if Goku Black was going to be like included in Dragon Ball the Breakers at all, you know, this is just to kind of reassure yourself that Goku Black is coming to the game with this animation for Divine Lasso. There's just so much evidence that Goku Black and Zamasu are going to be in the game. It's just a matter of when, right? Now, of course, I feel like with the evidence with the maps, it really does point towards androids 18, 17, even 19 and 20. Let me actually show you guys another tweet that Demon Boy made about 19 and 20 specifically. So here we have Demon Boy saying that he was looking through the Breakers playtest. So keep in mind, this was actually the playtest files that he was looking at where he found this map. So this wasn't actually, yeah, look inside the Breakers playtest. So the first beta. So he wasn't actually looking at the full release of the game. That's how he found this, the data mine. It was through the playtest. So the first, like, demo or beta that was released in, like, December of, like, 2 years ago or something like that. So he was mentioning the maps here. We've already discussed this. But here, this is what he was talking about. This leads me to a theory that the next raider is most likely the androids because of two other points aside from the name. One, character folders for G19 and G20, internal names for Android 19 and Dr. Gero, have been referenced in the game even as far back as Season 1. So the fact that Android 19 and 20 have been in the game since the game's release, and they have not come into the game since then, is kind of making me either think, and I don't think, to my understanding, that they have files as transfers. Like, there's not enough information to pinpoint them as transfers specifically, and if they're not transfers, they're more than likely going to be a part of a raider. So that's just more evidence pointing to the androids being raiders, and I just want to show you guys that. But yeah, we are getting new leaks, you know, pretty much every other day, which is pretty exciting. So in terms of the raider, it's between Goku Black and the androids. If you guys have not checked out my video discussing that kind of theory, definitely check that out. And for here, again, I just want to reassure people that Goku Black is coming to the game just because also I think we have, I don't know if this emote is still in the shop. Hold on. Yeah, by the way, we literally have Blades of Judgment as an emote in the game. Why? Why? Like, we don't even have any moves that reference 17 and 18 in the emotes, to my understanding or knowledge. So it's just like, again, if you are questioning whether or not Goku Black is ever coming to the game, I'm telling you, have faith. He might not be Raider next season, and it's still not 100% that the androids are the Raider next season. I do think there is still enough evidence that is provided that proves that Goku Black is coming to the game, right? Whether it is as a transfer, whether it is as a Raider, or whether it's both, Goku Black is definitely going to be coming. And we have other exciting things on the horizon as well, with the potential of Super Saiyan Gogeta as well from the Broly movie, using this really cool super attack that he used on Broly, right? So again, a lot of stuff to look forward to. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of these leaks. Are you buying it? Do you still have faith that Goku Black is going to be the next Raider? Do you think he's coming as a transfer? Do you think he's coming as both? And just predictions for the anniversary and Season 4 in general. Please, by all means, let me know. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the Ironcane for more leaks and discussions like this. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care, stay safe, have fun. Peace out.